So here we are again in a live trading session of Nifty options. So the expiry is on 24th April, that is Thursday. And I'm going to open two charts. One is the call chart. The current ATM strike price is 24,200. And the LTP going on is 122. Now I will open one more chart at the same ATM. The LTP for put side for the ATM is 135. Okay, both the charts are opening. Let's do some live trading. I've created a lot of live uh, trade videos before. I've also got comments from viewers saying that it's very easy to go in and show it in the market where it is not live, right? So the strategy, RSI support and resistance strategy, I have created both types of videos. That is live trade videos and offline videos. That means as the day ends, I try to go back in the chart, go to the 3 minute chart, and then place the points where the support and resistance took place, and how do we consider, what points do we consider to make sure that we are placing the right trade. So ideally it's a strategy, right? There is nothing wrong or right, but if your trade is placed based on all the checkpoints that you have, then the probability is that you will win more than you lose. Okay, the probability is more of winning, and the probability of losing becomes a little less, right? And especially when you know that what is your exit point, what is your stop loss, how much money you are going to lose if you place this trade, that makes you more sure of the trade that you place. The uncertainty part of, oh, what is going to happen, whether I will get some money out of this trade, whether how much I'm going to lose, all those fear and then uncertainty goes away. So let's wait for the charts to open. A lot of times it happens that M stock, I mean, their fees is very minimal as compared to any other broker, but then the performance of charts or their platform is not up to the mark. I have used both Zerodha and mstock. Zerodha, the platform is seamless. There is no lag. There is no hang-ups in between. But here in mstock, I do see a lot of and have experienced a lot of hang-ups in between. So while your trade is live, and if you're not able to see what's happening because you want to exit, you want to enter at the right time, you want to exit at the right time, if you have not placed a stop loss and the trade is just there, the probability of losing money increases because your platform is hung. And then what can you do about it, right? Just try refreshing, just try to close all the other browsers, all the other tabs, applications, and then expect the application to work. But that's not how it should be. Trading platforms should be high performance because each tick, each second matters, each millisecond matters over here. Okay, so this is the put side, 24 200. This is again the put side. Oops, let me open the call side here. 24 200. Okay, great. So today is the 21st And we see that the starting point is here. Let's see if I have this. Okay, let me set it up again. I need to add RSI. I need to go to the settings, make this 60. This is for you guys. If you haven't seen this before, this setting, RSI settings, is for you. If you want to highlight the plotting a little bit better, let's do that. Okay, that's it. So EMA 20, RSI 60, upper level 60, lower level 40. And now we are right in the trade, in the market, to find a suitable trade for us. Meanwhile, okay. So here I see something coming up. I'll quickly show this to you. Here I see a resistance. Let's wait for this candle to complete and I'll understand if this candle is according to my strategy or not. Let's focus more on this candle. Zoom in, zoom in. Okay. Now why? Because let's draw a path. See, now the market was in between 60 and 40. It went up, went sideways a little bit, went up again. It came down, came up, down, up, down, up. And now we are at a point where it resisted at the level 60. Resisted at the level 60. Okay, here. But this candle doesn't tell me that it's a suitable candle for my type of trade. Why it doesn't tell me? Because as I've always pointed out, that the body should be bigger than the wicks and the upper wick and the lower wick should be almost of the same size. But here I don't see any upper wick. I see that the lower wick is a bit bigger and the body is bigger than the lower wick. That is fine, but there is no upper wick, so we'll not take this trade. Okay, so there is no good movement right now happening at the call side. Let's switch to the put side and check if we see any positive movement or a positive setup where we can take this trade. So guys, for those people who say, right, that it is very easy to go back when the market is not live and then, mark things in the chart and, tell people that this is possible, everything is possible, this is a setup, you can trade like this. But to come at that point also, somebody needs that experience and that experience comes only by trading. Someone might not be able to show you things, in real time, maybe because they want to focus on trading more and making money in the stock market. Uh, but yeah, it doesn't mean that everybody just shows, what can't be done in real time. But I am going to show you, and I have showed you in multiple videos before, that this strategy can be executed in real time. It is possible. Okay, adding RSI here, doing the same settings, removing the middle limit, updating the upper limit to 60, lower limit to 40. Okay, it's fine. Here we are at the put side. Zoom in a bit. Okay, a little secret for everybody. I do take trades which are not exactly as per the setup. Okay. Not, I said not exactly, but very similar to the setup that I look for. Okay. Where the candle that I always tell you all about. The candle shape and size, the trending, it should be if you're taking a shot, it should be a trending red candle with the body bigger than both the wicks. Both the wicks should be almost of the same size, but only at the RSI side, if it is not exactly the resistance that I'm looking at, but it is showing me a good resistance, right? And that needs a bit of experience or consistent trading, understanding of how RSI line movement is. That requires a bit of more experience, as I said, and then you can take it. But for now, just go with the strategy that I explain. Okay. So I told you all right, this is not a good candle for my type of trade, for my setup. But if you see here, after this resistance, the market, I mean, the price just fell down drastically. Let's say it was at 118 and now it is at 106. That means I could have easily made around 10 points, 15 points, 20 points here very easily. But I still did not take this trade because I don't want you all to fall into the trap of thinking twice before taking a trade, not being sure before taking a trade. Okay. The less trade you take, the more confident you are about your setup. The more trade random. So as you move on, right? And if you feel like let's take this, because I've done that in the past, I've made mistakes of thinking not in probability, but predicting something or trying out some things which does not work every time. It might work once, twice, thrice, maybe 10 times. But if you take 100 trades, out of 100, only 10, 15 might work. All the other 85 might fail. So that's a failure. At the put side also, I don't see anything, any significant, significant uptrend going on or significant candles here. So I wouldn't go for this trade. There is one more strategy that I will be starting this week. It's basically related to price action and options. So how do we understand the price action patterns, the levels? What levels should we mark on the chart? All these things will be displayed in this week. This will be a new playlist that I'll be creating for all my viewers, all the new viewers who are looking for different strategies, because one strategy doesn't fit all, right? You might be comfortable, I might be comfortable working on this strategy, but someone else would find this difficult and confusing. But I try to give more videos of different examples so that more and more people can adjust to this strategy by looking at different types of movements, different types of setups in this strategy. Okay. There is not much going on as per my strategy, but I see that there is some kind of setup evolving at the put side here on this candle. Why? Again, it's a trade that I would be interested in because there is a resistance. First of all, the market is going down at the put side, right? Market is going down at the put side. And we have EMA, 20 EMA. We are seeing some resistance here. But again, the candle is not very suitable for my setup. So I might not take this trade. But for the sake of this video, I'll stick to the strategy, stick to the pointers that we keep in mind before considering this as an entry point. Just keep watching how the market is moving. Very important to understand how the market moves. Okay, as I told you, right, few things about whether I will take the trade based on a little bit of deviation in my RSI support and resistance strategy. So I will take a trade on this candle. Okay, let's say this is just FYI, you don't need to do this. But if this candle, if this candle closes below the closing of this green candle, okay, this green candle closes, I'm not saying if I'm not saying that if it breached the closing of this candle, but if it closes below the closing of this candle, this green candle, then I will take a short position here. If you want to know the reason why, leave a comment. I will explain it to you why I did that, because this is a little bit off the strategy move that I'll be doing. See, now the price action is actually changing. If you purely based on price action, if you want me to tell you that now here based on price action we wouldn't even consider RSI, but this video is about RSI, support and resistance strategy, right? So let me keep this with me for now. I hope you're excited to see my new playlist where I'll be posting price action videos. It's a very different concept. Very, I would say it's not challenging, but every thing that looks simple might not be easy to execute, right? So price action is a part of that. It looks easy, looks very straightforward, but it's not easy to execute. Again, one more build up is happening here. I hope that with this candle we see some kind of setup, and this is the put side. Okay, put side, and let's move this arrow to here. The candle also looks good for now. If these two criterias fulfill, this one, the resistance and the candle size, but here again I see a candle which has no lower wick, only upper wick and a big body. So I will let go of it. I will not trade. This is the call side. I think from here this will be the low of it. If it breaches, let's see now. Options play a lot of tricks on traders who trade options, who are not patient enough to get their setup, who are not patient enough to try to understand the movement in the market. Options market play a big a blindfold with them. That's why we have to be aware of what we are doing. No setup yet. So as we wait and wait, there is no setup yet. There will be so many days like this where there will be no setup and you need to do nothing about it. The best way to tackle such days is just try to understand how the market is moving so that you are prepared for the next day. Okay, don't mess up doing something else on the same day, trying to just place a trade for fun, or you can't resist placing a trade. The best strategy is to have no other strategy other than the strategy that we are learning right now. You see both the sides made a move. This made it made a new bottom. Yeah, this made a new swing bottom. This, and now what I think is there will be some kind of support at this level. There will be some support at this level, and from here the price again will move up at the call side. Let's see the put side a bit. So on the put side, it did not make any bottom, new swing bottom. But what's happening here is, if you see, the market went like this, right? And then it breached this trend line. It came down and now it's trying to make a new trend. Currently, it is going sideways. If it moves significantly on either ways, then that means that's the new trend that has come. Now, what can I do is once I find a trade, I can completely slash all the parts of this video and show you only the part where I took the trade and why I took the trade, explaining my strategy, how it got implemented, right? But I want you to watch this entire video because this is the level of patience it requires to not place any trade. There was a good move over here as well. Right over here, I had a chance to place a trade here. I had a chance to place a trade here, here, but I did not. Okay, because I wanted to show you all that once you decide which strategy you're going to work on today, you work on that strategy. At the call side, I'll just show you, if you all remember, this was the point where we had a good resistance also, right? At level 60. See this. See how beautifully it worked. So 118 and 95. 118 and 95. So this kind of setups also work sometimes where I'm not very stringent on some rules, but that is only for me, not for y'all. So now the situation is that the market is sideways. It's 2:16 p.m. and there's 1 hour 15 minutes left now for the market to end today. Let's see, even if we are able to find one full 100% setup according to our RSI support and resistance strategy. See, if you want to trade in a sideways market, right, and you've become so desperate to place a trade, then go for scalping. Scalping for few points and exit is the best method during sideways market, because as soon as you figure out that the market has gone sideways, you should place an opposite trade. It's called a counter trend trade. If the closing is in red, then place a buy trade, it will go up. If the closing is in green, place a sell trade and the price will come down. Okay, but you should be quick enough to buy, sell in the sideways market. Even if you missed those few points, then you might end up with very little point, or you might also be at break even, right? So we don't want that. So scalping is also a good option, but a 3 minute time frame is also too big for scalping. It can go in seconds, or it can also go in you can use a 1 minute time frame for scalping. Not recommended for everybody, but who has good hands on in the market for some time now, they can try scalping as well. So nothing significant at the call side, nothing significant at the put side. If I'm saying that the market has gone sideways, now as soon as this candle closes and I want to do scalping, I will place a trade at market price. Okay, I won't place a limit order. I will place a trade at market price in the opposite direction, a counter trend trade. And then as soon as I gain few points, let's say 5 points, right, I will exit. Again, I will place a short trade, and then I will quickly buy it as soon as I gain few points. Okay. Or if you don't want to do that, just wait for the candle to close and then you exit. But if you wait for the candle to close, it might also reverse, right? So it's better that you come to a point where those points are enough for you, and then you exit. But do this only in the sideways market. Okay, a counter trend trade. Okay, see, now there's a pattern forming. I'm explaining something else to you right now because we are not finding any significant setup here. There is a pattern forming. There is this one. This is the low. This becomes a higher low, and this becomes one more higher low. And if something comes up over here again, then it will again become a higher low. So the price is going up. Simple as that. So coming back to scalping, if I placed a trade at the closing that is at 171, now see the candle has reached 162. So almost 10 point I've gained in maybe a fraction of seconds. This is the power of scalping. It's not for everybody. Maybe it's not for you. If you want to try it, then watch the market, analyze the price action, and then try it on some time. But don't directly jump into it. So here again, see resistance at the upper level 60, and I see the candle is also good. But the problem is what, there are sometimes two parameters that I look for, sometimes there are three parameters that I look for. I recommend that you always look for three parameters. That is one, support or resistance at the RSI levels. One is the candle format, big body, small wicks, both top and lower wick should be. Upper wick and lower wick should both be of the same size. And the difference between the low and the high should be very close. Okay. Now, if you see in this candle, the difference between the low and the high is approximately 15, not even 15, 16 points, 16 to 17 points. I don't want to lose 16 to 17 points in one trade. Okay. I'll give an example of this one. So there was a resistance over here. This is the call side, okay, that we did not take this trade. This was the call side. Now, if I would have placed a trade here on this candle at 1118, suppose, okay, what's the high of the candle? It's 123. That means 18, only 5 points I would have put on the line, right? 5 points on the line. That means if I buy one quantity, I would have done 75 into 5. That's it. If I would have lost, which let's say 123, 123. So yeah, or 123.60, right? So I would have gained in this. If I would have lost, then only 5 points would have gone. But if I do it here, how many points will I lose? It's 16 to 17 points in one trade. I will lose 16 to 17 points in one trade. That's quite big when it comes to, uh, even if you consider one lot. So a lot of Nifty is 75. See how beautiful the scalping is. I placed a trade at 170. Sorry, I shorted at 173 and I exited at 157. Nice. We'll wait for our setup. Yeah, okay. On the other side, I'm saying that you are seeing higher lows. Again, one more higher low here. Let's see if the market gives us more higher low. That means the price is moving up. Just pay attention to all the tips that I'm giving you in between, okay? Now, if I wouldn't have been RSI support and resistance trader, I would have considered this current movement in the market where the price started going up from here, right? At this point, it went up, it came down, again it went up, it made a higher high, again it made a higher high, resisting at the same level. And now the market is sideways, okay? It is definitely sideways. But the point that I'll remember is that as it is consistently making higher highs, more higher highs, see, one more is this, right? The probability of market going up from here is more, is better. So when the market breaches this level, okay, let's come. When the next candle or any candle closes in green above this level, I will place a buy trade. Why? Keeping on making higher lows. It is very clear from the markings that I've done, from the way that the price is going up, very clear that the price is making higher lows. When the price starts making higher lows, it is a clear indication of price going up. Stock market is pretty simple. At the same time, there are so many elements to look at, so it looks very complex, right? But in time, the more consistent you are in the market, the more consistently you look at the charts, you'll start understanding that there is a pattern. The pattern is not always the same, but there is a very significant pattern and way to understand whether the market is trying to move up or it's trying to be sideways or it's trying to come down. Now, a very fun element is happening on the call side. You know, right? The Nifty 50 is moving up consistently since a week, and it has gone up very well, quickly, in a very short time span, as compared to how it went down and then how it went suddenly up, then again it came down and stuff. So now this is a 5 minute chart. 5 minute chart. And let me draw this level for you. You see this? Now let's make a path. It's going down. It's going up. It's coming down again. Where is it expected to go next? Up. This is like a double bottom that is getting formed, right? This is how you should look at the chart. I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I'm just saying that there are patterns that form. We are supposed to detect the patterns and try to understand the next move of the price. And this is what we have been doing here in this video. At the same time, we are also trying to figure out if we are getting any support. At the same time, we are also trying to figure out if we are getting any setup in support and resistance strategy. But instead of doing nothing, right, and just watching the entire move, I thought to share these things with you because YouTube is about sharing. If you all think that a lot of people are making money, yes, everybody is making money from YouTube. Everybody. Once you reach at a certain stage, there is no looking back. You just keep posting videos and you will keep earning money. But there's a lot of effort that goes behind making such money. Everybody is doing a lot of putting a lot of effort to grow their channel, to give knowledge to information. Information, knowledge are two different things. Some people don't even give any of those but still earn, right? Because the people want entertainment. A lot of people look for information. Some people look for convert that information into knowledge. And some people are just here on YouTube for entertainment. So here, see again, it made a double bottom, resisted. Now this is an inner candle. Here also an inner candle was formed. Here, price went up. Here also, an inner candle is getting formed. Now the price will move a little bit. It might come down also. It might, crash this entire level, breach this entire level and come down. But if it might also go up from here, which is what I am more on the positive side. Clear indications. See, look here. What's happening here also. One level. This is resisting from here. Keep watching how this movement will be, whether it's going to go up or whether it will come down. See, there might be a bit of a pullback here, let's say at this level. Pullbacks are always there. The market doesn't move only in one direction, right? It pulls back, it goes up, it goes sideways, it pulls back. A lot of things can happen. So now this is one more support level. Usually, how a double bottom should be traded is there are many ways. Okay, many things you'll find on the internet. But when you figure out that this is the double bottom pattern, now it should be traded in this way. Okay, the price will should go up. It will come down here at this level somewhere. Okay, this is called a pullback basically. And from here again, the price should go up. Okay, so your entry point should be somewhere here. Let's say a doji is formed here, or what do you call it? A hammer is formed, which has a very less difference between the high and the low of the candle. So that even if you lose very less and you exit with the stop loss. Okay. That's how it should be traded. So we are reaching a point where it is taking support on this level. And if it is a green candle or if it is a red hammer or any kind of hammer, we will take this trade. By the way, this is again not at all support and resistance strategy. This is one of the trades that I'll be taking. This is what I'm telling you. This is not related to support and resistance strategy. I'll clear everything over here. Move and drawings. So what happened today? Hey, From here, the market started coming down, 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 and here it decided to go sideways. Now, when you zoom in bit and then check, you will see entire from here. From here till here is completely sideways. But now the price is again trying to go down from here. From this section, the price is again trying to go down. And then let's look at the call side. What happened here and what's about to happen here. Okay, the price went up, 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 up. Went down, 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 down. From this point to this point, it did go sideways a bit. Yeah. And again, now it has come down and then again it goes sideways. See, this entire movement is happening between 60 and 40. Okay, so there is no trade available in this section. Here is a double bottom. So now we are at the last 30 minutes of today's market. We did not find any significant trades in this session. I usually avoid doing any or taking any trade in the last 30 minutes because I prefer doing intraday and not carrying options to the next day. Okay, I'm very excited to announce that I am going to release or I'm going to come up with a new playlist of price actions from this week. And I'm sure that it's going to benefit your way of trading, your knowledge. It will give you a lot of information. Try converting that into knowledge by practicing, by going through all the videos again. And that's how you'll become a great trader. And please share this with your friends and family, whoever is into trading and stock market. If they like it, let them subscribe. If you're a new viewer, please subscribe and keep watching for new videos that I'll be coming up with every day. Thank you. See you in the next video.